By far the most popular question I get asked in my day-to-day work is, Eugenis, how did you rank your raccoon cat flossing business? No, I'm just joking. It's more along the lines of, hey, Eugene, we want to rank for these key terms. What do we need to do to our website to show up for those terms? And so it always starts with understand if those terms actually get searched. So check out some search volume using Google Keyword Planner, or I use SEMrush or Ahrefs, right? Then the next phase is identify if your website already shows up for those key terms, and in particular, what page is showing up for those terms. And so the way you can do that for free is go to Google and type in site semicolon's the two dots, I think. So site semicolon, then your website URL, website.com.au, and then space, and then the keyword you want to search for. So what that's going to do, that's going to actually search Google and limit the Google results to just your website. So for example, this morning's case was a key term, and I did site semicolon website key term, and we discovered that it was just a home page that was showing up for that key term, and a whole bunch of resources and blogs that were on that general topic. So, okay, then I fired up a rank tracker, and I could see that the home page is the only page that ranks the highest for those key terms. It was like position page 3, page 4, page 5 of Google for various variations of that key term. And then you need to understand, okay, what is it that we need to do to our website? So whether it's backlinks, whether it's blogs, whether it's main page content. But before we do anything to our site, we need to have a look at the competitors. So throw in that desirable keyword into Google and see what everyone else is doing. If out of the 10 competitors, there is some sort of a trend, and that trend is they have a dedicated page for that thing, which a lot of the time is a service, build a page as well, right? So if you want to rank for wholesaling raccoon cat flossing material, you build a / wholesaling cat flossing material page. If you want to rank for transport logistics, you build a page for transport logistics, etc. It's a service you offer, so list the services that you offer on the site, build a page. If you offer piano lessons, guess what? Piano lessons and piano instruments should be a section of the website. You shouldn't be hiding that in any way, and that should be on the menu, should be in the footer. We've identified the key term, we've identified that it does actually get some search volume. Now there may be variations of that key term. You want to pick the key term that has, first of all, the right intent for your business. We don't want free piano lessons, do we? That might get more traffic than piano lessons, right? We want to identify, there were 3 key terms. One of them this morning had 1,000 search volume, the other one had 80, and the other one had 10. So we all know what the URL structure will be. It'll be the one that has 1,000, because they more or less mean the same thing. One was system, the other one was software, the other one was solution. The system had far more traffic, but the intent was more or less the same. The direction was we build that dedicated page. While we were spying on the competitors, it's not really spying on competitors, it's just you're Googling something and you're seeing what's at the top of Google. The top 20 sites are showing you a trend, right? If the top 20 sites are resources and blogs, then your sales intent page may not show up. Still build it and see what happens. But in this case, these were all sales pages with commercial intent, so SEO pages. So build a page with the permalink of that keyword. On that page, have the SEO title, that keyword. Have that keyword in the meta description, have it in the H1, H2, H3, and then some H4. Now, I use TF-IDF tools which essentially calculate term frequency based on the top 20 results. So we look at the top 20 results on Google and we average out that they have 800 words of text on average. They use 10 words in bold. That keyword is there 17 times or 15 times. That keyword is there in a heading 11 times, right? So you want to mimic what the averages are. If Google has chosen those websites and those websites contain double brick walls and double deck ceilings, go build some double deck ceilings and double brick walls. It's very simple. We killed the Batman. Obviously, this is where you take the opportunity to promote your business, your benefits. And so I provided actually a structure, a detailed structure of what our page should have. And all they need to do, all the business needs to do is just go and have some copy created to answer those questions. This is a SaaS tool, so this is not like your typical plumber or electrician where I'll go and make the copy, because let's face it, how many times can you explain what a plumber or an electrician does? But in this case, I gave them the structure, I gave them the template, I gave them everything else. This page needs to go up ASAP. What will happen is in the next month or so, it should get indexed pretty quickly. It's a high authority site, and I look forward to see this page overtake the homepage, I'd say within a couple of months. Hope that makes sense. So what keyword do we want to rank for? Does it get traffic? Where do we rank? What page ranks? Do we have a dedicated page focusing that key term? So one of the other options that we had was, because the homepage ranks, well, it doesn't rank, it's not optimized for that term. The other option that we have is naturally put that keyword in the homepage as well. It's not the right thing. It's only the right thing if that key term aligns with the overall direction of the whole site. In this case, it actually did. So I made the suggestion of both, naturally putting that key term into the current homepage, not to disturb the current chiseling, because there is a different key term that is being targeted as a priority. You don't want to dethrone that because it's ranking quite well and the site is progressing quite well. So no matter what, it's always best to build a dedicated SEO service page, link it in the menu, link it in the footer. That's where you utilize blogs to internally send some SEO juice to those pages, and you use main anchor text to direct that SEO juice to those service pages. This is where I would then build 10 to 15 blogs, like a cluster of blogs on that exact key term. How to choose this service, whatever gets search volume has to get search volume. You can't just make up blog queries like how to install an Egyptian snow shovel. Hey, no one searches for Egyptian snow shovels. No one cares if you're going to write a blog about Egyptian snow shovels. So make sure there's volume. I'm a big believer of dominating small ponds first before you go for the bigger ponds. In other words, be the bigger fish in the small pond and then move out to bigger ponds and go after bigger keywords. Hope that helps.